Oh, that felt nice.
It feels great.
I'm kind of speechless right now because that swing felt so good.
I actually hit these irons more solid than my 4-iron, unfortunately.
So this Apex CB that you're going to be hitting, it's one-piece forged 1025, so to your hands, I assume it's probably going to feel a little softer than your TCBs, a little less offset, slightly longer blade length, but ultimately it's, you know, it's going to feel like home, sort of, but I'm really curious to get your feedback.
Oh, that felt nice.
So first reaction through the turf and in your hands, what do you?
I'm kind of speechless right now because that swing felt so good that I can't really give you so much info on what happened right there. It was a nice thin strike, but it felt good. It felt good. Maybe the slightly bigger profile helped it through the turf a little bit.
Okay.
Very, very smooth. I a lot of times can give you a better info on a club when I mishit it.
Right. Looking down, what's the first thing that you see?
Yeah, I'd say it's like a sibling of my iron. The offset is pretty nice. That was a really big input change I had with the previous iron. The blade length seems longer.
A little bit longer, yeah.
A little bit longer.
Especially in the short irons, yeah.
Yeah, that's immediately noticeable. I've only hit one shot, so hard to tell.
Let's hit some more.
How it's going through the turf here, but so far so good after one.
So when you're testing irons, what are the three things you're looking at? Obviously, because if you didn't have any of this stuff to base it off of, is it literally the window?
Window and consistency.
Okay.
Yeah. If I was doing a test in blind right now, I'd be really happy with this.
See, it sounds, I mean, I've seen you hit thousands of balls. Yeah, I mean, I can hear it. How much attention are you paying to the turf interaction with a 5-iron versus like how it's flying?
A lot, yeah. Typically, it's sort of like, I feel like most pros are going to adjust to what happens.
Right.
So for me, like that felt like a pretty shallow strike, which it looked like it was.
Yeah.
We have 11.2 launch with $5 grand, 50-90 spin.
That's money.
And the flight was great. It came out exactly how I felt, like a little draw. So I mean, I would put this in play.
Let's end on that one because that was actually a really good one. So now we're going to go to the MB.
Now that ball flight's closer to mine.
A little bit lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go, right? One that wasn't dead center.
Right. How much do you want feedback though? You know, like some people want like one-to-one feedback. Like if they mishit it, they want to feel the penalty. Do you notice any of that stuff?
I don't mind feeling the feedback on my hands if there's minimal impact on the result.
Okay.
So if I had to choose, obviously you're gonna choose result. A little more speed on that one.
Yep.
I love seeing the consistency right now. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, this is like on the screen, it's kind of nuts.
Oh, then.
Okay, let's look at this thing. This is actually a good test here.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens here.
See, there you go.
Yeah, but you're not losing that much. So you lost, you know, roughly, because you hit one hard on shot 19, you hit it hard, you got 142. That was 135 on a miss hit. You still got 195 out of it. So like to your point.
Yeah, so they've missed is 6,600, right? Like that's a good spin rate for a miss. Launch was still pretty similar, a little lower, obviously.
Okay.
So had that ball stayed on line, there's still a good chance that ball's on the green.
Okay, so now I'm going to hand you the Apex Pro. So this is a hollow body design. This is going to be, I don't want to say hotter than your TCB, but it's going to give you a little extra launch.
Yeah, a little bit more mass here at the back, it looks, compared to mine.
Right, without that beefed up 4-iron look. It still looks pretty close to what you got now.
Immediately higher.
Yeah, and this one's got face cup. So in the 3, 4, and 5 in that set, there's 455
it's a lot
face
hotter
cup.
already.
Yeah.
So about 10 launch with 4,700 spin.
Okay. And as far as the feel is concerned, that's got, you know,
felt
the
pretty
urethane.
good. It felt pretty hot off the face, to be honest.
If you could get a couple more things out of your 4-iron, your TCB, what would it be? Would it be height? Would it be a little extra?
Oh yeah,
distance?
launch higher.
Okay, so let's see what this does.
Longer clubs, if you're ever gonna ask me something, I don't want to change anything, but if I can just launch it high automatically.
Without doing anything?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Yeah, there you go, a little bit more.
Ooh, jeez Louise. So you got, I mean, 151, 233 carry, launched it higher, 9.5 degrees, 4,800 spin. That's a good number for a 4-iron.
Yes.
So I want to see.
Oh, so it really solid. Turned over a little too much.
Give me the grade across like what you've seen here today with the Apex line. Like, you know, first impressions.
Amazing. The turf interaction was, I actually hit these irons more solid than my 4-iron, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately, I guess I can switch into it, but that means everything is going in the step in the right direction. I kind of thinned mine a little bit versus this one. I felt like I could have a pretty shallow pass out and the ball would just jump up. And then the short irons, it felt turf interaction was very similar.
At the end of the day, so much of the work depends on me when it comes to irons. Like, I'm not looking to hit it further. Right? At the end of the day, I'm looking to more control over the golf ball. If I can get something that my perfect shots or my perfect feeling swings are the same, but the miss hits, you know, are a lot closer. Everything's a little bit tighter. It's a win.